Yo, big up, happy Saturday. It's a La Liga watch along. On the Football Power Hour, we like to appreciate football from everywhere, all kinds of places. And this time we're going to the name of the stadium is Estadio de la Ceramica. Ceramic Stadium. That's Villarreal's home ground. And yeah, Real Madrid plays Villarreal about 4 minutes away from countdown from kickoff. So big up yourself for being here. Shout out to you for hitting the like button. Let's do the thing. Let's watch it. Let's be entertained. And I'm gonna look at the lineup real quick because, of course, Real Madrid have been what's the word? Concerned with bigger fish. They've just obviously had a Champions League week this week. So, but Villarreal also hasn't been doing that impressive in the league. Like they could do better in the league because they're currently fifth and behind Atletico Bilbao. So yeah, they really need these points. So the question is, who is going to step up to the occasion? Um, what the another thing that I wanted to say was that like it looks like the players that are playing, like Carlo Ancelotti went with a very strong side here. Got to the front line of Rodrigo, Mbappe, Bellingham, and Brahim Diaz. There is no Vinicius Jr. and Camavinga and Valverde in the middle, Lucas Vasquez at right back, Chouameni, Asensio as the two center backs, and the Francisco Garcia Spanish left back, and Courtois in goal. Live and direct, man, like Esco in the house. Esco, big up yourself. Happy Saturday night. Long time no see. Yeah, some La Liga action, yo. I hope we get entertained. I think, La Liga for me is actually one of the more entertaining leagues other than Premier League. It's probably the league that I'd say I pay attention to more, or second best after Premier League. So it's La Liga, it's Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, and then every now and then it's like occasional Bundesliga or you know, League A. That's my rankings. I don't know how you rank them. If you're one of those people that likes to also appreciate other leagues, I'm curious how you look at it and how you do it. Um, yeah, let's see what's gonna happen today because as I said, Villarreal need these points. They want to also be in conversation with Atletico Bilbao, and at the same damn time, the La Liga. Let's look at the table real quick together. It's just hot at the top in La Liga. I gotta share this with you so you see for yourself. Um, Kenny Fan TV is a Villarreal fan all of a sudden. Today he feels Villarreal, but like, look at this. The difference between first, second, and third. Barcelona and Real Madrid have 57 points. Atletico Madrid is at 56. And Bilbao Athletic Club, if they could also potentially, if like the guys at the top slip up, they could also get in conversation, be maybe third or something. So Villarreal is also trying. It's all competition for Champions League places, really, and it's so intense. Anthony's team is not that far off, 41 points. They're not that far off. They could probably get to fifth if they also keep winning. They play tomorrow, but Barcelona, they got themselves to blame because they've been scoring so many goals. Lewandowski, Rafinha, and Lamine Yamal, all the three of them, I think they are like top of. Actually, oh, there it is. It's right here. The top goal scorer is Lewandowski, 21 goals, and Mbappe is at 18. Oh boy, Mbappe is right behind, and he has just landed. Big up to Doctor in the building again. SL in the house. Yeah, it is looking
Hi.
intense. Hold on. Shout out to BTG as well. Just give me a minute, guys. I need to go downstairs. I'll be right back.
How we doing, Doctor?
I'm all
Are you
right.
there?
You?
Are you all right? What team do you
Yeah.
support in Ghana?
I actually don't have one.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're just
Yeah.
a country, yeah? I know you
Yeah.
support
But
Manchester
do you know
United.
what? Yeah. But do you know, I actually watch all of them. Like, I try
Ah,
to at least. Yeah.
I suppose that's a better thing. Well, you get a nice overall feel of things, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Watching a
And
bit of everything, because you can be a bit tunnel vision if you just support the one team and whatever. And
yeah.
so
And
you support.
it's more down to earth too. It's like everyday people. They all have second jobs. So it's like,
And other interests, you can't just
yeah.
be in one. So who's the biggest team there? Club team.
Club team, there's Asante Kotoko and Hartlepool. The first one I mentioned, they're based in Kumasi, which is Ashanti
What's their
region.
short name? Santi.
Kotoko.
Asante.
No, you say Kotoko. K O
Kotoko,
T
yeah,
O.
that's their short, yeah,
Yeah.
Kotoko, yeah.
And Hartlepool is based in Accra.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
They're the big teams there, they are, they.
Yeah. Oh, they have a fierce rivalry. It's bad. you know. So it's something like how would I bring it to UK terms for the people in the UK? Something like maybe not as big as Liverpool United or something like the North London Derby, even though they're not in the same city.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it goes here, the Black Stars.
yeah, it's a
The
national
Black
team.
Star, that's your thing, into the Black Stars.
Yeah,
Then you've got the Eagles, you've got the Lions, and Cameroon. They're your biggest rivals, really, apart from
nationally,
the
yeah,
more north. Yeah, apart from the more northern teams.
yeah. I think our
When I do
biggest
that,
rivals are the Eagles. Like nationally, the Nigerian national
Nigeria, the
team, and
Eagles, they.
yeah, we I don't know. It's
What's the
very bad.
population of? I'm just trying to see what the population of Ghana is here.
30 million, I think, I believe.
30 is it? Because Nigeria is
About
over
30.
100, isn't it?
Yeah.
Over 100, so they've got the English connections too.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's mainly I feel like it's mainly because of the English connections. It's a lot. I know it's a lot deeper than the English connection, but
but the
yeah,
players also, a lot of Nigerians have migrated to UK, and they also they get sort of get to play in the teams.
Ghanaians.
They get the shine, they get looked at, you know what I mean, and then
Yeah,
developed. Really, the development, because the
yeah,
talent in Africa is probably the best in the world, but it's the
yeah. It
development.
is. Oh my
Isn't it?
god.
It's the
Yeah.
development. It's the
If
bureaucracy.
for those who don't know, yeah, um, you know who Marcel Desailly is, right?
Oh, of course, yeah, legend, yeah.
He famously won the World Cup with France.
France.
And I remember being a kid, and this was when I was getting into football. I remember watching it with my dad. I'm like, isn't he Ghanaian though? My dad was like, yeah. I was like, why is he playing for France? My dad had to laugh and be like, I try and explain ethnicity and nationality to an 8-year-old was not as easy as one would think.
Yeah, yeah. That's,
Yeah,
we all know, don't we?
yeah.
But yeah, that's the time when France won France. That's, I think, it's the only time for a while when Africa didn't won the World Cup.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because they were
That
all
in 2022.
yeah, because they
Oh,
were
was
all
it 22?
Africans, and even the so-called lighter-skinned ones were sort of Northern Africans, weren't they?
Yeah.
Jokayev, he's of Algerian. Zidane's Algerian, and all that. So from the African continent, for sure. The only guy
SLD
that
Young.
wasn't, the only guy was The only guy that was sort of threatened was I think it was Jugari.
Yeah.
You know that guy, he had like sort of long hair, whatever.
Yeah.
He was like what you would call like French. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, don't you? You know,
Yeah, I understand what
everybody,
you're
you
saying.
know the look, don't you? There's the look, and you know what you.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so they
That World
Africa
Cup, by
definitely.
the way, that World Cup that you guys are talking about was the Waka Waka World Cup, right? When those this
No.
Was that
Africa.
98?
No.
Was that
Oh,
98?
it was
What's it?
98
What's
when
yeah.
The Zidane masterclass.
Yeah, against Brazil. That's sorry, I think that's when Africa.
Yeah.
That's what I was just saying about. They were all Africans and Northern Africans.
Oh, yeah. That game, Zidane was just locked in. He just dribbled. So
He's
like
crazy. He's crazy.
Ronaldinho, he didn't care who you were. He was playing like he was possessed. I
I
never.
mean, that ball was stuck to him,
Yeah. Oh my
and
goodness.
the touch was unbelievable. Though, Jesus
He literally
Christ!
just like simple touches though that he just do and the ball would stick with his foot. And Zidane, like I'd never seen a player get like aged like fine wine like that. Like, usually players like if you're gonna be good in football, you show at an early age and that's it. But like he was good and went to like kept on getting better and better and better. Like,
He went to goat status.
yeah, yeah.
Literally, his touch is unbelievable.
Oh my god.
So heavenly, and I mean that stuff is. It just gives them so much time, doesn't it?
And that's the thing because he
Touch
had
time.
zero pay. Well, couldn't really like didn't look fast, but he just had 3 seconds more than the
Oh,
opponent.
Villarreal have scored. Oh my lord!
Oh my
Sorry
god.
to drop there. A power header from the corner. I think
Let's
a
go,
good old
Villarreal.
corner,
Okay.
good old fashioned corner. You know what they like.
What minute are you guys on? Because I'm on 6:35.
Yeah, I can pause mine to be in time because I think I'm on
Yeah,
normal
the
TV.
call.
You see,
Yeah.
I'm on
Come on.
7:30. 7:30.
Allegedly, I'm using. Okay, not allegedly. I'm using TNT
Yeah,
Sports.
yeah.
If
I'm not.
anybody asks.
Yeah, but I'm on the normal TV sort of thing. But the other games,
Oh, I just saw the goal.
no, it
I'm
wasn't a
on.
header. It was a left foot. That's the thing I was saying before this match. Villarreal are fresh. They've had all
Yeah,
week, and
yeah.
Inter. I mean, Real Madrid.
Real Madrid are tired,
they've been in the full
and
game with
plus, like,
penalties, everything. It's a good time to catch them, Real Madrid. And the
yeah,
thing is, Real Madrid are not bothered about losing the league as long as they win the Champions League. That's
yeah.
their.
They don't actually care.
They're about the Champions League.
Oh yeah, pay.
And the reason why they've got this history and this heritage with the Champions League, it's because they've won loads of them, but it's also because in the inception of this competition in 1950, 1955, they won the first five because coincidentally when they decided to make this competition in the 50s, it could have been in the 30s, 40s, whatever, when other teams were bigger and better, yeah. But when they made this competition in the 50s, mid 50s, Real Madrid was it was a popping team. They had the stadium, they had everything. They got already the best South American player playing for them, Di Stefano. So they had already that, sort of thing state. So they won the first three. I mean, it's first five.
It's in that blood.
Yeah, they won the first five with Di Stefano, who was like considered one of the best players ever, and he was the Messi of the time. Funny enough, he was left-footed too. And well, and then the team that broke their mold, the five, was funny enough Benfica. We beat them 5-3 in the final in 1961. which is considered one of the greatest finals because of the score line, and it was a comeback. So we made a comeback on them. They were like 3-0 up on us to win 5. Yeah, so but they won the first 5. So because they won the first 5, everything, they're sort of known as, they're like the Godfathers, aren't they?
They are the Champions League.
Yeah, they are the Champions League. They're at the inception. They won the first 5. Blah blah blah. So they get these sort of looks, nice looks, and the players want to go there. And
Did you see Vinicius taunting the Atletico Madrid fans, saying like number 16 is on the way or something? I can't remember.
number 16. No, I didn't see that. Who's that referring to? 16.
Is I guess.
Oh
Wait,
yeah, the 16 title. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, they're on 16. They're on some. They'll have more Champions League soon than the league titles, because this new system of top 4. The new system of getting in the Champions League top 4, you don't have to win your league.
Yeah.
They could, yeah, you know what I'm saying, don't you? They could end up with more Champions Leagues than bloody league titles at this going.
That's mental,
And exactly, and that would make a mockery of football. And it's like, I mean, rewarding teams that come forth. You see, I'm one of these bots, right? I'm a massive hater of the Champions League. Yeah.
Really? Why?
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, the games are awesome, and there's so many games, and it's amazing, yeah. But the concept of it, the idea of it, isn't to reward the champion, right? The actual champion. It's to make more and more and more and more profits. It's to suck as much as possible out of these teams, the best teams in the countries. I mean, it's made Champions League. You got more teams in the competition at the start of the year, yeah, when it starts, more teams in it that aren't champions than are, because of 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th place, 6th place in some countries, yeah. So you only got a few champions. So I'm one of these. It should be like the old way, because it should be the champion only, which makes it so much harder to get the title, because you have to be champion of the country, yeah. Not bloody 3rd place. Didn't Liverpool win it? Didn't Liverpool win the Champions League, not winning the title in England? Hey, I think they did. So that sort of thing.
Yeah, I think they did too.
Yeah, try and give me, what sort of look does it give you? Someone who got in the Champions League, yeah. You could say even Man U. People say, I mean, the team that wins the UEFA Cup, that's kind of fair enough. I mean, that's always been there, that ruling, yeah. Yeah, that's always been there, that ruling. But the team that, say, comes 5th in your country, or 5th in England, 5 teams go through now. So the 5th spot can go on to win the Champions League, and it's like, you ain't no champion. How can you be a champion when you've won a cup competition, you're champion of Europe, but you've come 5th in your league? Do you see what I'm saying? The mathematics don't weigh up for me, my friend. It's a bad look. It's a bad look. Which one is it? You don't see it like that, no?
No.
But it's probably because I'd be hating on it, because before the Champions League inception, my team Benfica, we were top 5 European team, yeah. Nearly top 3 at the top. We're like top 4. This is in 1994, yeah. Because I've got the encyclopedia of Benfica up till 1994. Then the Champions League starts. And after the Champions League started, Benfica basically have become a top 25 team. 30, 25. They're kind of in the top, say 20 at the minute. But you see what I'm saying? So we went like half a century being top 5 team in Europe. Then the Champions League starts. No, more than half a century. The Champions League starts in '94, and we've become a fodder team just to fill in the spaces in the Champions League for Real Madrid and Barca and all them guys.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the stats are there. These are facts. So it's like I'd be hating. We had incredible, our prestige has dwindled away and our heritage. So the new generations that are born, which is now, it's gone 30 years, isn't it, since '94. The people that are born, they've forgotten. If the dad and granddad don't tell them, it's forgotten. Because we were top 4 for over 50 years. Yeah, Champions League starts, and now we're just cannon fodder. That's what it is. So I know the others have got better and more money and blah blah blah. There's other things, not just that. I'm not that naive, but Mbappe has just equalised. He's deadly. He is.
Mbappe is he's arrived.
He's such a striker of the ball. This guy. This is what Højlund should do, man. Strike the ball beautifully.
At first, I thought this is gonna be an Eden Hazard type of situation. The way he started was not promising.
Nah, it's a settling period, isn't he? And not everybody's got. I don't think he's got sort of quite Ronaldo ego, where he goes in the dressing room when he got there. He's like, he thinks he's the boy straight away. I think when Mbappe was just slightly shy, but then the beast came out straight away in him because he is absolute.
Yeah,
he's a monster.
It looks like if he keeps going like this, he'll definitely catch Lewandowski.
He can't not do well though. The guy's he's a deadly striker of the ball. He's pacey. He's sharp. He's everything. Isn't he?
He's generational. He's one of those where
he can strike a ball, do more. Out of 10, he's hitting the target 8 easily. Højlund, out of 10, bless him, we'll get on Højlund so much. Well, that's what it's like playing for Man U. You're going to have people get at you.
And
out of 10, he's hitting the target how many times? He's hitting it 3, 4.
Højlund 4 times.
Yeah, under 5 you enter. Under 5. No.
Like if Vinicius had scored that penalty, like they would have won versus Real versus Atletico easily, and Vinicius decided to miss it, so it went all to extra time and penalties, But Mbappe is him. I like the fact that he can take the game by the scruff of the neck. That mentality, that World Cup final,
Did you guys watch? I'm sure you did. Did you guys watch Ronaldo at Benfica at Man U?
At Sporting? Away.
No, at Man U. Oh, you obviously did, didn't you?
Of course.
Of course we did.
So do you reckon what do you reckon to him? Because at the start, I'd be hating a bit on him because he was Sporting and this, that, and the other. But obviously, he's Portuguese and whatever. Then you can't deny. There's a lot of things I don't like about him, but I can't deny that he's what he is, isn't he? He's a bit handy. But there's so many traits I hate about him. Even playing for Portugal for the national team, his antics. Yeah, we all know the shit he gets up to. But his qualities are crazy. But what did you guys think then when he came on when they signed him? Did he exceed expectations or what? What do you think?
I feel like he did. I mean, of course, in the beginning it was difficult for him. 18-year-old him. In the beginning, was you can see the potential. He just had to figure out how to work with the team and see what's best for the team, But eventually, even when he went to Real Madrid, I was like, you know what? I can't hate on the fact he wants to go to Real Madrid and plus he's won everything to win at United. You know,
Yeah, he
because I
did it
think he
all,
left
didn't
the year after we won the Champions League and the Prem. He's won
he?
several
Imagine,
Prems, he's won
imagine that
several
a player
FA.
leaves you. Yeah, a player leaves you, but he leaves you the Champions League. That's not bad,
That
is it?
that's all,
That's tasty.
And he the thing is, he went to Real Madrid too. Madrid, I think, for almost any United player. First
He
of all,
went to better. He did go to better, didn't he? Heritage and
yes,
whatever. Yeah.
yeah, Harry. That's what I'm trying to say. And plus,
Yeah.
the history between
Now,
United
if he'd
and
be going to
Madrid, right?
Chelsea or Liverpool, that would have been dirty.
That would have been like, why are you doing
Some
that?
low grade
And
ass team, lower grade.
I know. And do you know what? I don't think even if those had come up, let's say Chelsea or Liverpool had come with a bid, I don't think Alex Ferguson would have actually said, "I'm looking at this." You know?
He probably also looked at the Real Madrid targets and the record, the goal scorers, this, that, and the other. And he thinks, right, I've got these years, I've got it all on the plate here. I want to break all the records. And if you want to
Exactly.
break all the records, do it at the biggest team. Then people give you the biggest clout. So I suppose he did it right. They're going to the biggest team and breaking all the
Yeah.
the goal scoring records. That is, Raul and all them guys. So yeah, but I think he exceeded my expectations. I didn't realize you'd start going goal crazy. Jesus.
Yeah, and I think, do you know what?
Probably because he was a winger, you see. But he went look at his record, absolutely ridiculous.
It's insane.
Do you know
It's
what?
like he was scoring
Do you know
every
what I think he wants to do? Do you know what
What?
I think he wants to do? I think he wants to hit 1,000 then retire. 1,000,
Oh yeah,
like total
oh you
goals, and
better
then
believe
retire.
it.
That and I
Which,
know that the World Cup he wants to give it one more try.
Oh yeah.
but he should just give it up. You see,
No,
nobody
he's
can.
not especially after Messi won it. Nah.
Nah, he wants
Nah.
to have a go and all that. But they're not gonna get the another goal by Mbappe. This is incredible.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Outside the box swerver. You know them the ones he's known for?
Yes.
You know the technique where he swerves it it's going out but it goes in. Beautiful.
Yeah.
This guy, he's hot. He's hot
He
at the
is
moment.
him.
I'm not.
He's an absolute beast, this guy. Awesome.
And he does the celebration. The customary celebration.
Is he doing this? What celebration does he do?
This one.
Oh yeah, he's quality. He is. You think talking about Ronaldo? He's motivated by Ronaldo. He is Mbappe, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
As
Yeah.
in, he had the pictures on his wall growing up
Yeah. Yeah. Even
in the dormitories.
his speech at Real Madrid, it was basically word for word Ronaldo's when Ronaldo joined.
I know they
Madrid.
did a video. Did you see that video they did of
Yeah.
It's crazy. It was like two ballerinas doing like Olympic rhythmic whatever. Yeah, they'd be. I mean, yeah, they'd be looking. And Vinny likes it too. Vinny. Yeah, so that team was good though. Manchester United was happening there definitely.
Yeah.
When Ronaldo was there too, though, wasn't they?
Yeah.
It was happening.
Damn. Yeah, for me, Ronaldo is just like a freak of nature, It's just somebody that, I don't know. He has this exceptional kind of self-motivation.
And he got the thing is that the one thing that I think fueled him and drove him is he got a lot of hate in England. Dude, I'm of I got the Portuguese thing and all that. Back in the day, I wasn't repping my Portuguese shirt out there or anything when we'd be knocking him out of, I'm saying competitions, like I said.
Yeah.
And Ronaldo, the only time he got love because don't forget he had to play his football in England. So the
Mm.
hate after that Rooney thing was crazy. I was here. I know what it was like here in pubs and everything, and he got booed in every ground. You know, you heard him get booed in every ground, and the only ground he got love was at Old Trafford. So and then to perform under those conditions, but he used that on some "I'll prove you, I'll prove you," didn't he?
It really
But
fell
he
off.
always had that anyway, because when he went from Madeira to Lisbon, he got loads of not loads of abuse, but he got sort of he got teased. He says it, he did, because I did. I went to live in Portugal, and I speak Portuguese, yeah, fluent, but my accent is very Africa. It's got the African tang.
Yeah.
It
I'm
don't
glad.
sound like the Portuguese from there. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah.
So they know you're out of town.
Yes.
So it goes against you in work, at school, all that shenanigans. So Ronaldo had that, because when he turned up in Lisbon, he turned up with his accent from Madeira,
Yeah.
and that accent is very, very it's a very not it's a thick sounding accent. Thick not in sound, thick as
Yes.
in you're not very educated.
Yes. Yes.
Seriously, yeah, that sort of thing. And it's a very teasable accent. It's very teasable. You feel me? Because they're islanders, aren't they? They're from it's Portuguese little island. So he got loads of tease there,
Yeah.
and that makes you tough.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
You
you know what
just
I'm
being
saying?
used to
Yeah,
like either people are
yeah,
praising you or talking shit
yeah,
about you,
yeah.
and
But
it's
then that made him tough and fueled him to be kind of what he is. He'd be Jesus Christ.
yeah.
I can't believe how great he's got. I really
Mm.
can't. I'm like, Jesus, he's shocked me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
When
Manchester
doctor
game.
said he's waiting to get to 1,000 goals, I feel like he's waiting to play with his son. If he can play with his son one professional game, he'll retire.
He definitely wants the 1,000 goals, because he said on Rio's interview, don't he? I'll have 1,000 recorded goals, whereas the goats of the past haven't got 1,000 recorded goals, only in the library,
Ooh.
which is harsh, isn't it?
Yeah.
On
Yeah.
Pele and people like that, that's harsh.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Damn.
because Pele is the goat, isn't he?
True. True.
Yeah, he is.
Pele,
Yeah, he
Maradona. He
is.
can make the yeah. There's like
My,
everybody has
my,
their own metric.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've got three about three that I like. I was like Pele, because it's Pele is go.
Yeah.
Eusebio, because he is
Ooh.
okay. No, he's a legend. He is. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? He's Ballon d'Or. He scored over 700 goals.
Damn.
Not many have hit 500, let alone into the
Mm.
700s. That's
Mm.
crazy. And he was finished in his early 30s.
Wow.
So you got to take that. Ronaldo might get into 1,000, and Eusebio, he was finished at 29 actually,
Yeah.
as in the knees.
Wow.
This guy was,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, I mean, he was running but carrying one leg, but still
Mhm.
playing. Yeah, so Eusebio, and then
Who's number three?
I do think Maradona could treat a ball. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah, I do think he could treat a ball quite well.
Yeah. I
So I
think.
think that, but I know he's controversial and a cheat and all that stuff, but
Hmm.
he is, and he is a bit controversial. But I followed that Napoli era, you
Mm-hmm.
know, them championships, because it was
Mm-hmm.
televised. That stuff was being televised, and I'll be watching them games, because I've just turned 50 years of age. Yeah,
Nice.
you see, so I obviously them, you know, I'll be watching them games then.
Mm. That's really cool.
Yeah, so Maradona is, yeah.
Yeah, Maradona is up there, obviously. For me, like in terms of players that I really also enjoyed watching, like for me, there was something special about Gaucho. You know,
Oh
Ronaldinho.
yeah, he was in Brazil. They call him the feiticeiro.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
the witch doctor.
yeah.
He's the like a magician.
Listen,
He
yeah,
does his magic.
yeah.
Yeah, they call him
He's
feiticeiro. He's magic, isn't he?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, Ronaldinho. He's
Hmm.
magic,
Hmm.
and he'd be doing it with a smile.
Yeah. By the way, Faith says it's looked down up. Madeira is an island by Africa.
It's what?
Madeira is an island near Africa. Is that what that Faith means?
Mm, it's yeah, it's north of way north of Morocco, but
Okay.
it's basically it's set in front of Portugal,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
to
yeah,
speak.
yeah,
So as if you were going to across to America to New York, yeah, it's
yeah,
in that direction.
yeah.
Because there's a few more islands further on, which are virtually in between Portugal, i.e., Europe and America, called the Azore Islands. Have you heard of them? The
Yes,
Azore Islands.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
they're American bases. Yeah,
yes, yes.
and they have a team. Those islands have a team in the Portuguese league, Primeira League, called
Okay.
Santa Clara. You
Wow.
feel me? So
Yeah,
so basically, there's two islands repping in the league,
yeah.
the
Okay.
mainland, Madeira and the Azores.
Okay. Makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Got it. By the way,
So
big up to the people that are in the chat. Shout out to Oba King, who's also watching Villarreal versus Real Madrid with us. Ika Ring as well in the building as well. Thank you for showing love. And yes, you're the only one watching Bournemouth versus Brentford, so we're relying on
who's
you for
winning?
the updates for that game. And because it's now 1-1, apparently Wisa makes it 1-1 with an Embuemo assist. Um Big up. Thank you for that. And Faith as well says, yeah, Ronaldo is stat padding in the Saudi league. LOL. Um, SLD says Ronaldo will score his 1,000 goal in the South African league.
But you know what's crazy though is that there's still some players there of
Yeah.
some name, but they're not scoring at that ratio though. Why is Benzema not scoring? Is it because he's old too?
Maybe the
Yeah,
desire to be
the
wanting
desire. Yeah,
to look like like at that moment it's all about enjoying your
cachet.
money. Yeah.
he's getting he's getting that
Yeah,
Saudi
it's like
cachet.
that
It's a
tackle that
holiday.
when you're going for a duel, you give 100% when you're at the top stage, top highest stage, and then when you're like, nah, I want to keep playing longer. I'm gonna go give 80% or 75% and not like break my leg for this tackle. I feel like a lot of players go through that and they start
What
compromising.
what made you guys get into Manchester United? I can't ask you that question. What
Mm.
made you get into it?
Yeah, so like
Why did you choose Manchester United? You
yeah,
feel
I
me?
think I think for me it was after that Ryan Giggs FA Cup solo goal. Like I was already like a big fan of United, like seeing like the Scholes long range efforts because like I was obviously like your support for the game and your love for it is growing with your development on when you're playing with your friends, right? So you're
Mhm.
learning like, oh, that's how Ronaldinho did that move. Oh, how can I do that move? And then you're like, oh, look, Scholes could shoot from outside like that. I want to practice my long shots like that. And then I started practicing long shots. And then I started like liking the way Giggs carried the ball and was able to just dribble and wiggle his way out of like spaces. And also, just for me, it was just learning how to actually try to be on full sprint while driving the ball. That's the one thing that I was just like, damn, this guy, I love him so much. And I was already like a casual fan of United then. even
So
though I
you be seeing the highlights and everything there. They
yeah,
show
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah. We'd
highlights.
be sitting down. My family would be sitting down
Yeah,
watching
yeah.
some of the games, and sometimes we would watch like Serie A games. But like without really everybody pledging allegiance to a particular like club. And then one time, everybody was just like, "All right, we're supporting this one," and then somebody's like, "Oh, I want to be a Liverpool supporter," and we're like, "No, you can't be in the family if you're a Liverpool supporter. We're all Man United," and then it's just sort of like, you
Because
know.
Liverpool was the biggest team there, definitely in the
Yes,
80s,
yes,
especially in Southern Africa.
yes,
Because there's Bruce Grobbler. He played
Yeah.
he won the European Cup with them.
yeah.
He
Is
won
that the Botswanan goalkeeper, right?
Zimbabwe.
Well,
Zimbabwe.
yes, sorry, yeah, Zimbabwean
Yeah,
goalkeeper.
He played in Zimbabwe. Played for Highlanders. Highlanders are a Bulawayo team in the south. They're good.
Mm-hmm.
They were a good team there. The top teams there was Highlanders. Dynamos was the top team. And then Caps United were known as the Cup team. That was my and still is my team there. They play in green and white. Caps
Yeah,
United, the
yeah.
Cup team. Yeah. So he played for Highlanders down south, down the south, Bulawayo, who speak another language. They speak in Ndebele,
Ndebele, yeah,
which is from its origins come from Zulu,
yeah.
from the South Africa. Whereas in the north of Zimbabwe, they speak Shona.
BTG wakhuluma isiNdebele.
Huh?
Wakhuluma isiNdebele.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do you
I
see that?
don't know Ndebele that much.
Okay, I thought you spent a
Yeah.
lot more time in
No,
Ndebele.
but do you know Ndebele? Oh no. Ndebele is in Zimbabwe on the south.
Yeah. I know Ndebele though.
Oh,
Like,
you know it, don't you? In Bulawayo this week. Do you know Ndebele?
yeah. My
You
dad is
speak it.
actually Zulu Ndebele, like his
Yeah,
mom.
it's the same. Yeah, you know what I'm saying then, don't you?
Yeah,
It comes from that. Yeah, but I spoke more because I did it as second language. I forgot a lot. What was but because
Sure.
we're not speaking Shona, is the Shona
Yeah.
because that's what they taught at school.
Yes.
Ndebele was always outcasted
Yes.
because
It's
the you know what I
second
mean
class.
second class, yeah, because they were the Southerners and whatever.
Mhm.
And the people the people in charge were Shona people,
With Shona, yeah.
in Mugabe, isn't it? So
Yeah.
so Ndebele, when it was election times, dude, the Ndebele people, oh my god,
Mm.
they had to hide. They had to go into hiding because come voting time, you can't be seen to vote for Ndebele. So my friends and that come to school and this and that, whatever, and their parents and that, and saying the townships and stuff like that, they'd get beatings, proper beat, whatever.
Yeah.
But Ndebele was proper put down. My God,
Yeah.
shout out to because Ndebele got that click also.
Yeah.
A little bit, don't they? The way they speak. The
Yeah.
Shona hasn't.
Backhand. Yeah.
You know.
100%.
There's
There's a
Caps
lot of
United.
clicks in Ndebele, Zulu, Xhosa as well have clicks.
Yeah. What's the main one in Botswana this week?
Setswana.
Setswana, is it?
Yeah. That's the primary language there. Of course, there's many other tribal languages, but like the official recognized one when you're filling out a form or whatever, it's Setswana in English. Yeah. So
it's mad how there is so many languages within a country. Yeah, say Nigeria, they speak loads, over 100, and whatever. And say in England, say for instance in England, or say in Italy or whatever, they speak one language, innit? There ain't no tribal languages.
Yeah.
There isn't.
Yeah.
There are no other tribal languages. There's just Italian, English. There's no tribal languages here in England, is there? They speak English, maybe different accent, but not speaking another language.
Yeah.
It's mad.
Yeah.
Madness.
Ikaren says, I'm Swana and I can't even hold a full conversation with bots. Shame on you. Shout out to the Swana Mendem. in the building. Big up to Young Poppy, by the way, who's also joined us and has been just chilling, in the background. Big up yourself, Young Poppy. Um, hey, Esco, I didn't know you were in Deville too. Ah, that's why. That's why. Like, yeah, Deville recognizing Deville,
It's
man.
something really.
Right, we got that blood.
Really.
Yeah, that's funny. Faith says they have dialects in those countries for different regions, at least in Italy. Mm. Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
have dialects in those countries for that's
Yes.
correct. Just like
To
in
be
England,
fair,
different.
yeah,
Yeah.
to be fair, like even like Spanish. So let's take Cuba for instance.
Mm.
In there's a region called Pinar del Rio, and the way they speak Spanish with they have a kind of like accent. Nobody on the island understands them. It's
Yeah,
like
fact.
the Birmingham accent in England. It's like
Yeah,
nobody knows what you're saying. So I
yeah.
kind of get when they say there's a dialect.
Oh
Kind
yeah,
of
but they
like
speak in the
everybody
same
has different.
language. But yeah, that's
Yeah,
good. Like Scouse. Look at Manchester
yeah,
and Liverpool. 20
oh,
minutes apart from each other.
Yeah,
20
yeah,
minutes by car, and the accents, the dialect is totally different.
yeah, totally
yeah.
different. It's same in
Crazy.
Ghana. Same in Ghana.
20
Even
minutes apart from each other.
yeah, same in Ghana. Because even when we're speaking English, if you go to the Ashanti region, they have a problem with the R's and the L's. If you go to the south, they have a problem with the H's. Like every region, everybody has a problem
Facts.
with the
Yeah.
something in English.
I'll tell you
So
what. You're right. You mentioned Birmingham. When I
yeah,
first went to Birmingham, it was actually to go to a concert, right? I'd only been in England 2 years, so I went to Birmingham. I went to see Prince, the artist Prince who died back in the day.
Yeah, yeah,
So I
yeah.
went to see Prince, blah, 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 and I'd be speaking to him there, and it was totally different. It was the first time in England it had hit me of a totally different dialect, because they'd be like speaking out of their nose and stuff. I don't know it's weird. Yeah, Brummie is different for sure.
Mm.
But yeah, you're right, Birmingham. Have you been there, Doctor, to Birmingham?
no, I haven't actually.
No.
I haven't. The last wait. Let me just double check, cause I feel like I have been, but it was for work. Like it was to do something for my sister and for work. Let me just double check and ask her where exactly we went.
Have you been to England?
I've been to
Hmm,
England a
oh,
couple of times.
oh,
Only
actually,
to
I
London.
was in Birmingham, but I didn't.
Don't tell me going places and doesn't know.
Damn.
No, no. The thing is, yeah, I
Yeah.
went to a specific place in Birmingham. Like I went to like do it was a show. What's it called? My sister owns a company and we went for a fair. So I went to help her out. So we just took the train up, got out at the
Mm.
train station, took a taxi to the location of the fair. And when it was all over, we just returned to London. So
Ah,
like I didn't get to like visit. I think it was the day of the Villa United game last year.
mm.
And I had hoped to go if there was time, at least to be in the area. Because, but yeah, no, didn't happen.
Word.
So,
So you've been to Birmingham, yeah? What were you here for then, Bots? See
Uh
Manchester?
no, unfortunately, no. I actually haven't made it down to Manchester. I've always been to London. I've been there maybe 4 times. Um, Once it was like to watch a show, you know,
And
uh,
no man, you've been here 4 times on the island, and you haven't watched Manchester.
and I haven't gone down to Manchester. Shameless. So that's why
Fifth,
this
fifth
year,
has to be right.
the fifth time is the charm. Fifth is the charm. The
You've
fifth
got
time
one.
I'll put my grip on it,
You got
and I'll
one.
make
Yeah,
sure.
exactly. You've got one
Yeah, yeah.
left.
So
One
like
chance
yeah.
left.
So I'm trying to do that trip this year.
I've
And
never watched been in Old Trafford. I've been outside it.
oh, you okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
I've been outside it
Have you
many
been to the
times.
museum?
No, I've never been to the museum. No, I've just been outside the stadium, literally just outside it, the
Ah,
main bit, But I was on the way to a cricket game
okay.
at the
Oh,
Oh,
Old Trafford. There's
The
a
Old
cricket
Trafford?
stadium.
What, the Old
Yeah,
Trafford? Yeah,
yeah,
nice, nice. That's
yeah,
one of my goals as well. Like I'm only been watch the game at the stadium, the actual stadium, but I want to go to the cricket ground as well.
yeah. Actually, it wasn't.
nice.
It wasn't a cricket game. There was a concert being held there.
True,
It
true,
was.
true.
It was the. Have you heard of the band? A band called The Cure.
The Cure?
Yeah,
sounds familiar.
Nah.
Definitely.
English band. Yeah, a band called Keane. Keane, as in Roy Keane.
Okay.
And yeah, they were playing there. Yeah, the place was sold out. Good 40,000. So
Wow.
yeah, so I've
But
never been inside Old Trafford.
yeah, it's my aim to go to Old Trafford too. Yes, I live in London, and yes, I've never been to Manchester. Don't judge
Listen.
me, okay?
You've never at least been Manchester. How long you
No.
lived in London there?
Okay, so
Almost all
permanently
alive.
for like no 7 years,
Okay.
7, 8
Oh, okay.
on
So
and
in
off.
the UK 7 years, period.
Yeah, 7, 8 years. Yeah, like consistently.
And not once have you at least gone to Manchester, like just go to Trafford Centre, like just see what the
No,
mall's saying or nothing. You know what I mean?
no.
Are you
Hmm.
in Manchester, young puppy?
No, I wish. It always feels like him whenever I'm there.
Where are you now? Where are you now?
I live in Bermuda.
Ah, Bermuda. Different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
island
okay.
boy.
Is that a blue and yellow flag?
No, no.
What's the
Don't
colour
be
of your
racist
flag?
about it now. Watch out before you get charged or anything.
I
Like,
don't know, but I picture yellow. No, what colour is your flag? Your
oh,
country?
right. I'm not right. Shucks. I'm on
I
the
thought it was the
oh, let
blue
me
and yellow
see.
one.
One sec. I could show you one sec.
But you know what I mean, like blue on the outsides and
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's on about
yellow in the middle.
Barbados. I was lowing it, but it's on about Barbados, most likely.
Ah, all right, yeah, it's around there, around there. Is that like an insult? Is it?
Oh no, no, I don't take it as
Oh,
an insult to be
all
fair.
right.
But we're a British colony, so we're saying like we have the British flag on the corner of our thing, pretty
Ah,
much.
On the corner of your what?
Of
The
our
flag.
flag.
The
Yeah.
Really?
flag
There's
is
a British
red.
flag in your flag?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a colony. Like it's just like the French colonies
Botswana
and
is a
stuff like that. Or the
colony, a
US.
former
You
colony.
never you've
No,
seen
but
my
we're
picture before
independent.
that I have.
Word.
Huh.
Wait, so you're still a colony?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're still a British colony, yeah. But
Really? I
look
thought.
at your thing. You see the
no,
flag right
colony or
there.
in the Commonwealth, or
You see
I
the
think it's
flag right there in the background in the backstage?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, big up Mitch, by the way.
is that your flag? Is it all right? That's on
Yeah, this is
some.
the flag.
Ah,
Big up, man. Big up.
It's got some. Okay, that's
word.
interesting. I thought it was that. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Interesting. We learned
Why
something.
is
I learned
Tyler on
something.
full screen?
It's got New Zealand and Australia powers. It's on some Commonwealth thing,
Mhm.
isn't it? You know what I'm saying? It's got that.
Yeah, like we got a lot of benefits from UK and all of that there.
Nice.
Oh, you're definitely repping the British flag
Wait,
there.
what is
Right?
You definitely are there. Yeah, but
Yeah.
as Dwight York being a big influence around that region, then for a generation of fans, it must have been. You know, when he started
me?
playing, everybody, all the kids growing up must have turned to Manu around there in
Um,
the region.
do you know
I
of
know you're
Sean Goda?
Bermuda. Sorry.
Have you ever heard of Sean Goda?
Yes. Of
His
course, he's the
Bermudian.
goat from Man City,
Yeah,
the legend.
because I thought Dwight
His,
York was
Yeah.
Trini.
his Bermudian, innit? He actually started at Manchester
Yeah.
United
Yeah.
and then
That's
got
interesting.
transferred over after what they say was a penalty miss in training session, and he laughed at it and they didn't look at it that serious. But there's more to it than that. But even still, yeah, he went to City and yeah. So
Yeah, so
who
he was
happens
with
to
you. So
actually be
Gota
my
was with
he
you,
used
was
to
he?
be my coach. He used to be my coach back in
Did he?
when I played football like 10 years ago.
Was he with Man United first, Gota?
Yeah.
I didn't know or even forgot about that. All right. Then he went to City. All right.
Yeah.
I didn't
Obviously, it
know
was
he's
a bit
Bermudan. I
easier
thought he would
times
have been
back
from the
then.
region, just Trinidad or Jamaica or
Yeah.
I don't want to. Yeah, but Bermuda kind of gets. I don't want to say like forgotten a bit, but what
Slightly,
it
but
does with
not
me.
really. Like right now,
No.
like fuck, actually, Nakia scored yesterday for Bristol City, I want to say. Or was it today? Yes, whenever they play it last, he had scored. That's another Bermudian.
It good. Oh, good.
Yeah,
I
like we
didn't
have
know that.
Bermudians out there
Good.
playing and all of that. Like,
Is there?
yeah, his actually won the Carling Cup once with Bradford City. They knocked out Arsenal that year and everything.
Is they?
Oh.
Okay. So you rap. I definitely rapping.
I have a question, guys. Whatever happened to Valencia, the football team? Because I'm looking at the La Liga table and they are 17th, battling.
That's
Bankruptcy.
another thing too. I'm got a brethren who's a footballer out in England. Been footballer for years actually. He actually used to play for Ipswich Town when they was Dawn, but he's actually a Valencia fan, so that's actually funny that you mentioned that too. I actually
They've
tease
gone
him about it all the
bankrupt,
time. What's
haven't they?
that?
They went bankrupt,
I think
didn't they?
before. I think right before they got bankrupt, but it was around the time.
It's
That was years ago actually, I ain't gonna lie.
Because
they were
basically,
unlucky team.
yeah,
They were unlucky team, Valencia. They got to finals of the Champions League, for instance. I think they did. I think to a
Yeah,
couple of
something happened.
yeah, but
Something
they
definitely
never
happened.
quite got over the hurt. Over the line.
because they're playing Girona today. If they don't win that and the number 18th team wins their game, they're going down to 18th. It's basically a
Yeah,
relegation battle.
because they were
Yeah,
spending
basically.
crazy money. They were spending crazy money because at one point they were getting to European Cup finals, so they were trying to stay in that lane, spending. But the problem in playing in Spain, if you Atletico, if you Valencia, Sevilla, you could be in trouble because you're always going to come behind Barca or Real Madrid.
The
Yeah,
Galacticos, yeah.
yeah, you're always
That's a
going to come
government name too, I believe,
you're
for
always going to come
Spanish, right?
behind them.
I don't think.
So it in the end you lose. It comes at a cost, so to speak, and that's why Valencia broke. And Sevilla now are not doing that well either.
Atletica is probably about to go down the drain too, isn't it?
Yeah, so
Or
they're
maybe
always
they
going to
have
come.
that Madrid, maybe they have that Madrid setting. Because I was wondering about that when it comes to politics and stuff, really with the England. Why do Liverpool hate United but not City when it's a Manchester versus Liverpool war, really? Like not even a team thing, like not even a club situation. It's actually that side of England versus this side of England, like well, part. But they made it into football, obviously. But they don't hate City as much as they hate United when it's Manchester. You know what I mean? So I always found that interesting. Like
So you're saying they should hate
they should
Manchester
hate
City more?
City as much as they hate. No, they should hate them equal. Is Manchester? It's more
Yeah,
to
but
football
the
than
problem
that,
is
isn't
it's
it? But they
taken
make
for.
it more of football than it is the actual political reasons of that, which is really just shipping like containers and like the imports and stuff. Really, that's the main thing of it. But yeah,
But
it's just
the hate is taken for granted because Man City, it's like, okay, they're rivals, but they never competed with Manchester United. It was
Right,
always
but
Liverpool
they
better.
never
It's
ever
the
been said
competition.
as rivals, like like, but
It's
they
the
are they
competition.
should be rivals, I should say, like that should be known as a rival, which I guess they've been doing it the last couple years. They've been saying like, oh, is it gonna be City or Liverpool to win the league? But I feel like that's different. They don't really, I don't know, it's just different,
Dude, I mean, Liverpool is that close to Manchester that
But this is what I mean,
soon they'll be in the same city. Trust me.
like I even feel the same way the same way about Everton. Like it should be the same with Everton as well. Like, United should
But the
be the
problem with
same rivalry
Everton,
as,
the problem is this, my
but it
friend,
is the size,
is
yes.
there's a leniency. There's a leniency with the hate because in Manchester there will be families of Manchester and Man United in the same household. So, but not with Liverpool, for instance. So they're going to be hating the ones out of town more. So there's a leniency because they'll be in the household, in the family. Mum and dad say, mum could be Manchester United, and she got with a Manchester United guy in the same city. You feel me? So there's that. So there's that leniency. Whereas the Liverpool, they are more unlikely to be a Liverpool involvement in the household, so to speak, in the city.
Yeah.
It's the same thing in Liverpool. Look at Carragher; he comes from an Everton family,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, yeah. Even Rooney.
he loving
Rooney,
Liverpool
my favorite
because
player
it's
actually.
ingrained. It's ingrained in the household, in the family, in the social environment. And Liverpool's out of town, so it's a different type of hate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of that. It's the social sort of the social side of things changes the hate. It makes
And
it
it's
it
what's relevant
softens the
versus
hate.
irrelevant. Like, obviously
It
Sid has been
softens the hate.
irrelevant all these years. Everton hasn't been a thing since what, the 60s or the 80s, one of them two. So it's like an irrelevancy thing, I suppose, as well, isn't it?
Huh.
It does.
Big up to, by the way, Shamin as well in the building says Hala Madrid. Shamin must be a Real Madrid fan. Big up
Did you
yourself.
see that clip I put in the group chat earlier? Or you probably haven't seen the Rockets group chat.
No, no, no,
The
no.
WWE clip.
Oh, what
Because
is it?
Your ma was in the building and all of that, and obviously they was in Barcelona and for SmackDown. So oh, what's his name? I can't remember his name right now, but he was just like holla like the only thing I regret about being here tonight is that we're not in Madrid, and then just holla Madrid. Like it's the champion, the world heavyweight champion right now. I can't remember his name right now.
Oh, got you. He's the one that's like the one saying that Hala Madrid. Is that him?
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
cool. I'll check it
Heavyweight
out.
champion of the world is Usyk. It's Usyk, isn't it?
Look, 1 second.
Boxer.
I have it right here.
You on about a heavyweight champion of the world boxer?
No, WWE.
Ah, WWE. Are you on about wrestling?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't watched it since a long time.
Honestly, it's been pretty lit since
Since what was it?
Netflix.
Undertaker and I don't know, Rock and
Well, since last year, since last
and
year,
Stone
Shawn
Cold.
Michaels. And,
WrestleMania, yeah,
You're
100%.
probably even thinking BTG like
hey,
what's his name?
I tell
Yokozuna.
you what did happen. I tell you what did happen with the WWE once. My youngest son was mad for the wrestling and the figures and whatever. You know, when he was a kid and that. And for their birthday, I took my wife and my sons and that to the wrestling. It was in Manchester at the arena, coincidentally. But I went ringside proper. You know, if I'm gonna go, I need to make proper. I was on the edge, and that we were. And anyway, it was. They were all there: Jericho, Batista, Shawn Michaels, this, that, and the other. But do you guys remember Hornswoggle? Small dude used to wear a green outfit with a hat, a green hat. Yeah, his Hornswoggle. in the wrestling. He was one of the characters that comes out with a wrestler.
Yes. I know the leprechaun. Like he's like a
The
little leprechaun.
leprechaun,
Like
yeah.
I looked that up
What
as a
happened was
leprechaun.
when
Yeah.
he was coming into the ring, I was on the row, right on the on the row with people on the
Oh yes,
yeah, and he threw his hat. He threw his green hat, and I caught it.
yeah,
Luckily, I'm 6'3", with
yeah,
my arm and that. I'm, what I'm saying. I kind of caught it, and it's like a souvenir.
So you
And
yeah,
was really
obviously,
right there then, because he's a
my son
short guy.
loved
He
it,
ain't
and
the
blah
ring
blah blah,
wrestler.
because he was a character at the time.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I'd be catching his hat and that, but it was a crazy experience though. That stuff live is incredible. It
No,
really, it's a
100%.
show.
Like
It's a show. It really is.
I literally just came from Colorado and I went to an NBA game. I ended up on the Jumbotron, me and my girl. I was like, wow, this is lit.
Yeah, yeah.
Rey Mysterio was there doing his
Oh, Rey
619.
Mysterio Jr. Yes, 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 yes.
The guys that were there that were crazy is what you call the guy who does the Swanton bomb? What's his name? Hardy's, is it? Yeah,
Jeff
Hardy.
Hardy
Jeff
Jeff
Hardy.
Hardy.
and Matt
Jeff Hardy.
Hardy.
Yeah,
Hardy
them
Bros.
guys,
Yeah.
are good high
The Hardy
flyers.
brothers.
Yeah,
Yes,
them two are good high flyers though. No,
yes,
the acrobatic side of thing. They've definitely
yeah,
done some trampolining in their time.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I took it as a thing for the kids, a birthday. But damn, it's a hell of a show, definitely. I'd been to small shows all my life when growing up. I mean, even in Africa, my best friend in Africa growing up,
Yeah.
his dad was a wrestler. Played a heel just in the local thing, and he was back in the day where he would take the razor blade, that sort of thing, like you see in the films in the wrestling, and they
Damn.
would cut themselves for the blood, and that stuff's real. Because I
Wow.
remember asking him going to school, because we'd seen the show the night before. And he was like, no, my dad has just a razor blade, this, there, and there, in underneath his wrist thing or whatever, yeah? Or by the
Wow.
boot and that. Because the two English dudes used to go to Africa a lot and tour. Do you remember two wrestlers, or you guys might called Giant Haystacks? They're very famous in the 80s.
No,
The
that one I
massive
don't.
guy. There's a
I don't.
guy, yeah. They were this Giant Haystacks was world famous. He'd be interviewed in like American magazines about the breakfast he ate. I don't know, 12
That's
eggs,
funny.
two
But what
loaves
were
of
they
bread.
doing in Africa?
Yeah, he'd be going there. They'd do shows in Southern Africa because they were
Wow.
big celebrities.
But can
So
I
we'd be
get
seeing that
your
wrestling
thoughts
was
on
big in the
something?
80s, dude. Massive.
Yeah.
As
Mines
you
would love this wrestling tangent that we're on right now. And he says, it's a shame I can't join the call right now. But, next time, Munch, next time.
Oh yeah, we love a bit of wrestling. Love a bit
Yeah.
of
Mitch,
it's
what were you about to say?
Yeah, sorry, but I was just asking like if I could get your thoughts on like the whole Quenda situation. Obviously, I just came from work and I just saw Football Power Hour going live and I just clicked in and joined. So I
Yeah.
obviously don't know if you guys have already like touched on
No.
Quenda.
Yeah, here's my thoughts on Quenda, right? I thought we were linked with him in January. Like I heard top tier journalists talking about him, like the Ornsteins and them. And I thought, oh yeah, he's worked with Ruben Amorim. It makes sense, right? But Quenda went and chose Chelsea. For me, I don't have any hard feelings. I don't feel like we missed out per se. I just feel like if a player really wants to play for the badge for Man United, they'll pull an Anthony move. They'll pull like they'll be like an Amrabat move. I don't want anybody else but Man United. So a player that's not like that, I have no heart for them. So good for Quenda. I hope that he goes to flourish. It could be one of those things where he doesn't want to play a wing back role per se because he like when you research his profile, you realize that he's a winger, and Ruben Amorim doesn't play wingers per se. So it's like he maybe for his development, maybe from his perspective, both Man United and Chelsea are in a rebuild, and Chelsea's a little bit ahead in the rebuild phases or rebuild process. So maybe it makes more sense for him developmentally to go join Chelsea. But as I said, a player that doesn't love Man United for what Man United is, peace, good riddance, no hard feelings. That's
So you don't feel like we missed like an opportunity to get a really like young, promising player?
No, he is young, promising, and looks really good. But I feel like you know players that like are called by money or potential like wanting to just only like
Because the thing is as well, like Chelsea have got right backs for the next 10 years. These guys, they've got Malo Gusto, they've got
yeah.
Reece James, now they've got Quinda. And like looking at the market, there's not too many quality right backs out there.
Hmm.
I don't know if you could like think of like some like off the top of your head.
I mean, what we need is like the fring pong. That's the we need a right wing back, and like that. I think that you could still find something in the market.
Because in my opinion, it's definitely a priority in the summer. So looking at it, it's like I don't know.
I don't. Yeah, man. For what Chelsea paid for him, I guess Chelsea probably paid maybe 5 million more or 10 million more than Man United. I don't know what the actual price is, but I know that we were in conversation and we wanted to do it, but it didn't work out, and he went to Chelsea. So good for him. you know we'll find something. I'm confident we'll find something, and I'm more excited about also the investment or whatever the situation they're going to do with the striker, because clearly Hoyland hasn't worked out. If we get Hoyland out, we would get a really good striker, potential like Jokoresh, Osimhen. We've been talking about this earlier on with Bali Tech, and we're saying that it would make a really, really good opportunity to find somebody that complements, that can work with Lexi, Bruno, and potentially help also Ahmad as well. With his development, because it's like if they can form a really good chemistry between the two number tens and that striker, then we would really like flourish.
Yeah, there's also rumors of Jonathan Davids and Angel Gomez
Sure.
being on a free.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we're looking at that too. So what are your thoughts on them? Like, would you like take them?
Yeah, Jonathan David is good, but I feel like he's one of those people that like for me gives like a little bit of Hoyland vibes, in terms of like he had one really good season and he was talk of the town, and then from there like he just faded. And I watched him. We watched Copa America, right? And Canada was in it, and Jonathan David was he was okay. There was actually other standout players other than Jonathan David in the Canadian team. I'm forgetting this kid's name that was coming off the left. He's the one that like actually like was more impressive. So I'd rather go for um there's this player that plays for Frankfurt right now as another center forward that SKFC mentioned, and I looked into him and I was like, oh, this is actually quality. His name is like he's French Cameroonian, Etikite, Ekitike, I think that's his name. And he looks good. There's Santiago Jimenez, who I believe he might have already just made a move, so it might be difficult to get him. But like the point is these other players that excite me more than Jonathan David, to be honest. Like if we even if
I
we want
feel
to
like
trade
if we can
him,
get Jonathan David on a free and get in another striker, that would be some good business. But I don't know. I don't
um,
trust these man upstairs,
If
man.
if I was getting a striker for Manchester United now,
yeah, Jokeres.
and I think that's what Manchester United's biggest priority is going to be. What do you think is the biggest priority if you had to make one signing for Manchester United? What do you
We've
think it is?
been lacking goals the past 2 seasons. That's
Yeah,
the first thing.
exactly. A focal point, a proper
Yeah.
killer up there.
Other areas of the pitch you can still fix. We need to
So you're
fix
telling
all
me Man
that.
United have got
Yeah.
money like 40, 50 million, no, 60 million to, investment, future investment to make on Quenda when they're skint and they can only afford really one big signing. That's what they've kind of said. The rest have to be shrewd signings. So clever signings.
Yeah, it's we really have to invest well and smart and really like be proactive with it, because like if we slouch and wait for the transfer market, all the top talents to go, not every player is going to have the heart like Amrabat or Anthony and say, "Oh, I just only want to play for United." I respect those players so much. Hot take or bad take of the day, I wouldn't be mad if we went back for Amrabat and try to make it work. There's some people that still don't rate him, but for me, I feel like there's a special kind of player that comes out of like just genuinely having pure love for the club, and then money or everything else is just secondary. It's a bonus.
Yeah, I think if we could get Amrabat, cause like he can do a job on this United team, but then
Yeah.
one of our midfielders will have to go. Like I think Collier, it's a bit. I've seen enough of him to say like I don't think he's ready to be a starter in this team. Like if we can find like a decent like Premier League club for him to go on loan and prove
Which
himself,
kid
that would
is
be.
ready to be a starter though? Because usually you gotta nurture them in. Like even Kobe Mano was given too much too soon.
Yeah,
Like
I get that, boss, but like not all of them are gonna get developed because we we have a lot of senior players in the squad, and the squad is already bloated as it is. So I don't see how he's gonna get enough game time for us to see like what he's really about. So I feel like a loan, something like that, would do him good. But that's just my opinion, anyway.
yeah, it's an interesting one, and I'm curious what other people think about Toby Collier. Have you seen enough data to be like, all right, I don't want this guy right now. Oh, he's not ready to be a Man United player, bench player, all starter, like Mitch is saying. I don't know. I'm just curious. Doctor, BTG, Young Puppy, do you have any thoughts on Toby
I think
Collier?
I think because he got
He
injured
just
like
needs
What's
to.
that question again?
Well, I'll allow everybody else to speak. Ask me again in a couple
Oh,
minutes.
oh yeah, Doctor was about to speak, chime in on Toby Collier. Like, should he be
okay.
somebody we're building with, or should he go away?
Yeah, so because he got injured, his is that me or is that everybody?
I think it's you. Keep talking, let's see.
Because
Yeah, it's good now.
okay, because he got injured, like he I think he's been out what 2 months, and so we can't really like judge. Like we were seeing so much great stuff, then he got injured, so we kind of forgotten what he looks like. But I think he should just get minutes till the end of the season. Then I can finally say whether he should go on loan. But from what I've seen, he can stay. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Just when I'm talking, then people decide to start ringing doorbells. So
No, that's fine. Yeah, like the one thing that I remember from a highlight from this season is that goal line clearance, and I was
oh
like,
yes. What
yeah,
game was that? I feel like it was the Arsenal game, right? The FA
yeah,
Cup. Or
possibly the Arsenal game, yeah,
yeah.
and
No,
then
it was the Fulham game. It was the Fulham game. Shortly after Lissandro scored,
yeah.
him and Onana. Oh my god! Now that you've said that, nah, give him time on the team. That's why.
Doctor, it's easy to persuade you. It's like goal line clearance equals more time. For me, yes. After that moment, I think that game we said, okay, the kid has made his way into at least being on the bench, you know. And anytime he's fit, he should be one of the first names on the subs list. And yeah, fair take, Doctor. Young Puppy or BTG, you there? You unmuted?
Yeah, I'm here.
Talking about Collier.
Yeah, Collier. Do you have any
Collier.
thoughts on him?
Yeah, he's young and he looks enthusiastic. He's comfortable on the ball. He's he's a good. He can be a good, useful squad player.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he'll be building his market also.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's all right. Yeah, he's good, but he's not the guy to take us there now.
Sure.
He's a sub. He's a sub. Yeah, like he is now. But he's got that potential. I like him. I'll keep him. Yeah,
So yeah, keeping him. You're
keep
leaning
him.
towards
Yeah,
keeping
Scully
him
as well.
as a sub. Yeah. Yeah, as long
He's
as
done well.
he can stay available and
Yeah, some rotations.
yeah.
Depends who they get in the market. I mean, if they get rid of all the, like Casemiro's and this and that, and they can't get people in, then he's going to have to stay.
Yeah.
And if Collier,
That's a good point. You get rid of Casemiro, you gotta keep even if you're saying you're right.
I think on the right hand side, he's got his two. I think he's going to go for. That's why he's not going to go for Quenda. He didn't go for Quenda. Break the bank and save for centre forward. Is Dallo and Ahmad. I don't think Ahmad's going to play in the 10 roles in the future. I think he's going to use. What injury did he get? Was that knee? What was it? Is that a dodgy injury or what? Because
Amad Diallo?
That wing back, if he plays wing back, is going to be very demanding. So what injury did he have?
You're talking about Amad Diallo, right?
Yeah, Amad Diallo. What injury did he have? Was it a knee? Was it knee? What was it?
It's an ankle injury.
Ankle, yeah. So it's not, but it's not. Oh, yeah, ankle's not like a knee job.
Yeah, if the ankle heals properly, he'll be fine.
Yeah, because he's going to be needed up and down the wing. Because look at Zirks. Zirks is looking nice at 10. So he's locked in a 10 position, Xerxes at the minute. He is. He's looking nice. He's looking like Ballon d'Or. He was treating it nice, wasn't he? And it was. They were.
Yeah, the confidence, like the touches. You're like, oh,
yeah, he was like,
where is this coming from?
He thought he was playing in Italy.
Yeah.
So if he carries on doing that, he looked nice in the 10 role. He did. Getting stuck in.
What's gonna happen is one of these slick combinations that he always comes up with, like, is gonna work out. And
he does do crazy flicks, like say a Bergkamp would release in those areas. Try and he does do the fancy flicks, which the Dutch do encourage. Their players have done over the years, don't they? So.
Yeah, what we said yesterday is you can tell Zix he used to play futsal. He's got good footwork.
Yeah, he's doing a lot better now, definitely. But I want to see how we go tomorrow. Tomorrow's evening, damn.
Oh, somebody got birds in the background.
What is that sound?
It sounds like a bird. It must be Mitch. It is Mitch. Mitch, you got some nature around you, sir?
Yeah.
Nice.
I was just going outside in the garden to see, checking the mailbox.
Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, it's still 2-1 over here. Young Puppy, your thoughts on Collier? Did you share your opinion? I don't think you did.
Who, me?
Yeah, on Collier.
Nah, I didn't. Yeah, I'll keep him.
Yeah,
I'll keep him.
Were you
Super
on
sub for
the
now, and
fence?
then hopefully he could gradually make his way to the team. But I feel like that about all the youth.
Yeah.
Any youth with United, I feel like they could eventually, gradually get into the team. Like hopefully, obviously saves the club some dollars. Like, but
Yeah. Big
Who
up.
made the choices on Heaven, the signings of Heaven? You know, the two Arsenal guys. Who do you think made the? Do you think the Amarin team was involved in them signings? Heaven and
No, I think it was
no,
more so just what's
Gogu.
the what's yeah. I think it was all
Gogu,
him.
yes, wasn't it? But not Heaven one. Do you think they just took the chance on two bright Arsenal unwanted players, basically?
Yeah.
I still don't think that was Ruben that really was looking at them like that. Like I only say that kind of not kind of not really disrespectfully, but like I just feel like he would have been looking more so at people in the league that he was at already, like in the lower leagues
Mm.
or whichever, like the academies or whichever, before he was looking at English academies. But that's just because where he was versus where he's at now. Like now he may be looking at it, but to be like, oh, that's who I see now that I'm in England. I don't think that was all him. He might have just been like, okay, cool, like I could accept the whatever scope, I guess, looked at him, I could accept the report from that and then go from there. Like, that's all I could probably see. But other than that, I don't think he outright said, like, yeah, that player, I need that player, go get that player.
Yeah.
I could
Yeah.
be wrong though. I could be wrong, but
I still
that's just
think I
how I
still
see
think
it.
he has the I still think say it's his formation, yeah, he's got the formation, whatever, this new system. I think he can be suggested players, okay, whatever, but I think he when push comes to shove at the very end he says yes and he says no. Where Amorim, because he's the one who's gonna have to obviously train him and all. He's not gonna just be given players and you deal with this guy. Oh, he's a winger, No, I think Amorim definitely has to say. He's not going to say it, unless it. But I do believe he does. He was like that even at Sporting, and he said he wouldn't take the job if it wasn't like that.
Mm.
And the youth thing, the most impressive thing is I like his judgment of players. And the young guys, how he can give them the finishing touch, as in the belief, obviously the platform, and into his tactical formation. What he did at Sporting. If the players are there in the youth system at Man U, he'll be the same. He'll
Yeah.
do a Quenda. He'll do things like that on them. He's done loads of them at Sporting.
Yeah.
He even turned that English guy into a world beater. What was his name? That player, reject from Tottenham, Edwards. Edwards. What's his name? Something Edwards.
Duncan.
Martin, is it Martin?
Yeah, it's something Edwards. He's an English guy. Played for Tottenham. He went to Sporting. I mean, he
I'm
even
thinking
went.
about the Liverpool director now.
Now think about the guy who played for Sporting.
Marcus Edward. Hold on.
Marcus Edwards. That's the one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Martin.
Yeah, he played him in the 10 role, but he made him quite. He made him quite hot for a minute.
Yeah.
But now he's looking to leave. But he did. He nearly got a call up for England at one point. Tottenham were looking at him to get him back.
Mm.
So he can turn players and make them, good. He can.
Yeah. Big up the braids. Shout out to you, LB in the house as well. Will, big up to you guys, man. Don't forget to hit the like button. Stephanie also, who's been out and about all day. So big up, Steph. Nice to have you back. Yeah, it's an interesting conversation that we've been having, and yeah, I'm just hoping that this summer we just act quickly. I want if Ineos can make sure that like Ruben when he goes to on tour wherever they're going, America, I don't even know where they're going this summer, but um they need to have that players on that tour bus so that like integration.
The thing is, though, the business, like they did say, the business it can't be made now because if it's made now, it'll be made on UEFA football. No UEFA, no European football next year, because the players would be taking a chance. Yeah, the business will be made so much better if Man U get into Europe, because if they get into Europe, the business will be cheaper for them, because they will have more pulling power. Champions League, la 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 la. If they don't get in Europe, Man United, the business then will be the same as the business it would have been made now, i.e., no European football at the minute. Got to get there yet. Feel me? So they'll be holding on, hoping and praying to get into that European football Champions League spot, because it's achievable, with a bit of luck and whatever. And then the business will be so much easier. Can you imagine having, oh yeah, we're in the Champions League. Oh yeah, we're in the Super Cup. Oh yeah, we're doing this, we're investing this, we're investing that. We got to, the players will be loving it. Then coming over to the Manchester New Village. You're building a new village there, won't you? You'll be selling that to the players. Look, we got Champions League. We got the stadium being built around the corner there. You can drive past it and watch it get built, my friend.
You really need to come to Manchester.
I know, innit? With a salesmanship.
Yeah.
Because they will, won't they? You'll be driving past it.
It would be nice to watch the stadium get built, and I'm part of the rebuild on the pitch. You know what?
Because you can see it from far away, can't you? Supposedly, because them three things that go, they're 200 meters high or whatever. Apparently, you can see it from Liverpool.
Yeah.
No cap.
True that.
Yeah, from Liverpool. Yeah, so it's all on the Champions League. But do you know what the weird thing is? I follow quite a few Manchester United channels, some with a lot of so-called reputation, and their leaders, the content. I heard him before, and it was making me sickening. It was sickening me, yeah, because they'd be going. Now they've changed. They were going, we need to get out of the Europa League. It's a distraction for the Premier League. It's just a waste of this. They will all be saying that. These are content creators with hundreds and thousands of following. Yeah. Right. Oh, we should be. And I'm like, you absolute moron. You're a heritage club and you're wanting to go out of heritage fucking competition, as in winning things, winning in Europe, getting to finals. That's what builds a heritage, yeah. And you wanting to exit early. What the hell are you on about? It gives you Champions League football, and only now these content creators, they've had to turn. Because they were idiots, weren't they? You know what I mean? They were idiots. Obviously, we're not going to name names. They were idiots. And only now we do need to win the Europa League because it's going to give us this. And I'm like, duh, of course. Yeah, and the receipts are there. Yeah, the receipts are there when they were wanting to exit early. You should never want to exit early of a European competition. That's where the foundations of greatness is created, not just at homeland competitions.
1000% agree with you there.
Do you see what I'm saying? It was hurting me, man, seeing this. I'm like, because I follow a heritage club also. And if the fans were doing that with my club, let's leave European competition. What? When it gives you Champions League, are you morons? And and these are the people that they got a bit of saying on these streets, and I'm like, oh, what the hell? But
this is
what a waste of a voice.
What a waste of a voice, 100%.
They've got a lot of say on these streets.
I'm already saying what I have to say about one of the United
competitions, and I'm like, and they actually can live off this, and they've got that sort of opinion. I'm like, you absolute moron. But hey. It's what it is, isn't it? I can't believe it.
It is what it is.
It doesn't matter what cup it is, my friend. It's a European competition. You know, you build greatness upon that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I don't get how the pain of relegation and not winning a trophy helps a rebuild process. Because there's some people that believe like things gotta tank, tank, before it goes up. But I'm like, no, not necessarily. Of course, when you're just like a renovating a foundation or something, you dig out everything. But then there's some parts, even if you're rebuilding something, there's some parts you're like, oh, this corner stone looks okay, it looks good. You might as well just like extend it on it or expand on it, and find other parts that of the organization that really need addressing and focus on that first. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, the only thing with Manchester United that's it's a bit frightening is that catch-22 situation where they are with, where damn they pay out a lot a month. You know, this whole bloody cost thing, and they have to pay Glazers. It's like it's a defeatist ideology. It's a defeatist sort of, like, yeah, they are. It's like they're sort of like taking one step to take two back, because yeah, they make money, blah blah blah. The team does well, but then they still they got to pay their master. It's like, what? It's like,
Yeah.
this is, oh fucking hell. This is where it's sick, and this is why clubs that are not owned by the fans, they can get like hoed like this, essentially
Yeah.
prostituted. That's what the Glazers have done. They've bought they've prostituted a Manchester United. It's incredible. They got them out there hoeing,
Yeah.
for them when they're sitting their big mansion in America, and Manchester's got to take it to the streets for them. I mean,
Yeah.
it's sickening, and they at a cost. At a huge cost. The cost they have to pay the Glazers could actually run another club that would challenge in the Premiership. It's the cost of two clubs. It's mental. It's absolutely mental. They can't get out of this Glazers thing. What sort of deal is it? They've sized it. They own it. Yeah, they can't. It's until they've sold. Damn. That's the only obstacle, though, to win under those conditions, so to speak. It's like, damn, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. But yeah, I mean, if Amorim wants to be better than Mourinho, he's going to have to win under these conditions.
True.
And then they'll say, no, Mourinho did it under. He turned up with a sinking ship.
Right.
Yeah,
But can I
let's
ask a
face it, it's a
question?
sinking ship. It's in
Yeah.
debt. The water's coming in, so Amarin's got to put the stops with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the plumbers, he's the plumber. The water's coming through everywhere. And it's like, he needs a striker to stop that big hole at the top. He needs bloody, well, I don't know, it's going to be, it's the toughest job going. Yeah, he's getting well paid for it. He's a millionaire. And he's got nothing to lose, Amorim. That's why he's having a go, Amorim, because he's got nothing to lose. He's young. If it fails, this job on Amorim, like I said, I don't care. Because he'll still have cred. Because they'll say that nah, Manchester United's a graveyard for managers. Yeah, you can use that excuse, so to speak. The finances, this. He's got so many excuses, Amorim, to get out of this. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, and make his millions and get out because the club is in the situation it is. Yeah, so he's got 1,000,001 excuses. Just
I think on paper though, it's an opportunity for any manager to say, "Look, I came to Man United when it was in shambles, and I put it back on track. I did a
Yeah,
job."
so
Louis
that's what I
van
mean.
Gaal
But I
did,
think he's
Mourinho.
willing to put it back on track. I think he is under those conditions, because I know, and he's kind of admitted it. If he can turn this around, he will get mental status.
Yes.
Can you imagine
He can pretty much
awakening the
he
beast?
wants,
Yeah, awakening the beast.
Yeah.
Practicing with
The beast is
Aberdeen,
sleeping.
Jose Mourinho with Porto, like he's just trying to continue the legacy of
Yes,
good
that's the thing.
managers, like, like actually great managers, sorry.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the beast is sleeping. It is. Something needs to poke it, and you know what I'm saying. And when it's awake,
Yeah.
you can get also great credibility. But it's a tough
Yeah.
job.
Yeah.
Fuck it, now it's tough.
Facts.
But
Mitch,
I
you
think
were asking something, Mitch.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask about Amarim, like, cause we saw when he just came um to the club, like he rotated a lot. So I don't know. He stopped doing that lately. Do you think that's down to like injuries, or you feel like it's more like because he knows these players a bit more, so like he has more of a settled team right now? Because we have a lot of injuries. So I'm just thinking, is he gonna do that next season with the whole rotating thing again? Because he's gonna get new players, obviously, and I don't know if he's gonna do the whole rotation thing again, or he's gonna get a settled side from. He's gonna have to figure that out in preseason, I think.
Yeah. I I think when you're new and you're coming to a new place, with everybody deserves a chance, and there was a little bit of him trying to learn what every player can do, and
Yeah, and the
but
media actually got to him. Like they criticized him. Like they
yeah.
were like, "There's got to get to a point that he has to have a settled team."
Hmm.
Like, so I
but
don't
at
know.
the
What do you
moment,
think
it's a
about
bit
that?
of both. At the moment, it's a bit of both. It's a bit of injuries and a bit of he knows that he's got the players where some he knows they're guaranteed. We
Yeah.
know Dorgu's left. We know Darla's going to be right now. That's cert. We
Hmm.
know Zerki's got a 10 position more or less now. It has been, yeah. We
Hmm.
know, we already know half the team, so that's where you
Bruno is
see.
already in there.
Yeah, and
Deep.
Garnacho is the. I think it's the last move. I think he's going to be playing that right 10. He plays well there because he
Mm.
can open his body up for the left, for the right guy coming past him,
Yeah.
like Bruno or Ahmad coming past him.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
feel me? Can you imagine Ahmad coming past Garnacho and him laying a ball on and him drilling it like
Yeah,
Carlos
but
Alberto, 1970 Brazil? You
Oh,
know
but
what I mean?
what happens when all these players come back though? When
Mm.
Mainu comes back, when Ahmad comes back, like is he gonna like brain freeze or what is he gonna do? Like it's really intriguing. So
I think with Mainu, he's not sure about Mainu. Kind of what sort of the ideal really position. He's undecided. I think that's the feeling I get. Sort of 8, 10. It's kind of like I don't know what that's like. I don't know what to do with them, sort of thing yet.
mm.
Sell, keep, what position? They're keeping options. I think open. I believe. My
even
opinion.
Mason Mount and Harry Maguire are gonna be back soon, so there's another headache for the
Yeah.
Because those
manager.
10 positions, Zerki and Garnacho, it's interesting because they kind of like different.
Mm.
Zerki can put his foot on the ball, look, pass, look, no look, pass, or whatever, yeah. And Garnacho can be your darting guy,
Mm.
which
Mm.
he did at Sporting.
Yeah.
You got Gonsalves, Pote, that he's like sort of put the foot on the ball guy, number 10, and the other
Yeah.
guy, Trincao, will do more driving. You feel
Yeah.
me?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why he wants the opposites attract into it,
Yeah.
so to speak. You don't want two darts. He wants one, a holder
Yeah.
and a dart. You feel me?
Makes
Uh, uh,
sense. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So that's what he's looking for. But I think Zirkin and Garnacho, especially Garnacho on the right, that's looking nice. It looked.
Wait, question, guys. Like, where as Bruno gets older, is he more effective higher up the pitch or deeper?
I feel like Bruno needs to play high up the pitch where he can just have freedom to like just be a creative monster we need to get like solid midfielders around him, like athletes who can help out in the pivot. That's just my opinion.
So we need somebody to complement Ugarte and then let Bruno go be Bruno. But
Yeah.
which which is
I think
difficult.
Fernandes is basically a Manchester United utility player through the middle. So he's going to be played according to teams, according to matches, according to injuries, whatever, where he's needed in the six. It was not necessarily six, but the 8 and the 10. He'll be rotated there. Because even Paul Scholes said in that interview, said it's almost like you need him in the 6, in the 10, in the 8 and the 10, or the 6. You know, they were joking. Yeah, because that's how they're going to run him. Because he can do those. He can do a job in those 3 roles, and they'll keep the other guys maybe more static in their positions. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So
Yeah.
you'll play 8 and 10 when need be.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because he
Which
can do
actually,
that. So why not use his prowesses?
yeah, it
That he
actually
can do
makes
both.
sense. It makes sense to have the captain be the utility player of the team.
Yeah, that's what he is. He likes getting about. Well, okay, then you can play
Yeah.
that position according to who we play or whatever. We might need more of a holding guy.
But the last darts that he's done, like say you remember the third goal for his hat trick, and then the darting run versus Arsenal or versus Fulham, that where he was holding his hamstrings, like or he kind of sat down for a little bit on the pitch. These things are starting to start to appear. And this is has never behaved like this, where it's just like, because his hamstrings have a limit, and it'll come a time where it's much better for us not to have him run around too much and just like play that position next to, say,
Yeah, I mean, let the bloody ball do the work.
yeah,
And also just play more of a thinking man's game sort of thing. Yeah, he
yeah.
does. Yeah, he wants to cover every blade in there. He wants to try out. Yeah, he is accused of like being a bit of a tryhard.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to do everyone's positions.
Yeah, yeah. By the
You
way,
wouldn't mind that. You wouldn't mind an employee like that, to be honest.
right,
You
but
know, yeah. All right, we got some people off sick today. It's all right.
it's all right.
Fernandez is in.
It is here,
He'll do that side of the block also.
everything. You'll be on
But
the
can
computer,
you
you'll be on the phone, you go fetch the coffee,
I know.
everything.
He'll run the hotel. He will.
Yeah.
He'll do
Boss,
all the
can
beds.
you see him doing this at 34, 35? Can you see him
No,
doing this
I think
in
our
mileage?
journey with him ends at 33-ish, 30, 33, 34. He's got 4 more years, right? He's 30 now.
Yeah, like 3 years max, I think.
Yeah.
I think with these energy levels, but he'll have to definitely play more of a holding position then.
And then we start phasing him out. Just you see how Kevin De Bruyne is being phased out, and now Marmoush seems to be the guy, because even today's sub was indicative of that. It was very symbolic because Marmoush put in a really good performance, and then Kevin De Bruyne comes in, and you can see it in his face that he's angry about this, and he's like, but hey, Marmoush is now scoring the goals, and it's just a cycle of life, and he has to start being phased out, because that's really Pep's biggest part of the jigsaw to rebuild, is like figuring out who's the Kevin De Bruyne replacement, because Foden doesn't seem to have the consistency, and now also figuring out how the team plays without Rodri, or having a backup to Rodri, because sure, Rodri is young, but look at what his absence meant to this playing style. So there's like, the natural like progression plan of like, what are we going to do after Bruno that we need to be thinking about,
Who's
and
the next captain?
yeah, I
Who
believe
is the vice
Mason
captain?
Mount, when they went and got Mason Mount, they were hoping that this will be Bruno's successor, but talk about a gamble gone wrong.
Yeah, Mason Mount, his body's given up. It really has. It's like they can do whatever. You can get up to, but then when you've got to do it, when they put him on the track, that's it. He'll crackle again.
Yeah.
When
When
his
he's
body
fit though
players.
and in form, like the workhorse that he is, the engine that he has, he'd be one of those suitable players for that number 10 position, in a Ruben Amorim
He
system.
is. He is good. He is good.
His
He
pressing is
is.
really relentless,
His attributes. When Amarin likes about him is his attributes.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
he has got very good attributes when he can, use them.
Hmm.
But he can't. He's broken.
Yeah, yeah.
He is. I mean, they're not. Some people's bodies ain't. They don't last like that, do they?
You might
Can't
need to
all.
get Aston Villa on the phone and be like, listen, good
He
evening.
needs. The problem with him is.
Yeah.
He should have also taken them messy injections.
Mm,
Yeah, because them messy injections back in the day when when he was frail and growing up and all that, they made him
yeah.
stronger, and I don't think Mason Mount kept up with them.
Mm,
I'm being facetious. I'm being facetious and all that, and and that. But
yeah.
they did take it. Messi did take growing injections, though, didn't he? When he was young,
Yeah, I know there's like a very,
reported to grow faster. That is, yeah.
yeah, there is a deep story about Messi and Barcelona and his
Deep,
condition that I need to like familiarize myself with because
yeah, but
yeah, I need to just like watch
just to grow and all that. But I'm just I am being facetious about Mesa. But but the guy just breaks down, dude.
yeah,
He
yeah,
is good.
yeah.
How old is he? Is he not in his prime?
Who?
Mason Mount,
Mason Mount is probably what,
26.
25, 24?
26. So
Oh,
he's
26.
he should be like he's in his prime.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was born yeah, damn.
By the way, I'm not sure, so you guys might need to double check that.
No, he's 26. He was born in 99. Yeah. Stephanie had an interesting point of view here saying United are more fluid without Maguire in the back three, despite him having a decent season for us.
Facts.
It is because the thing about Maguire is good, but the thing is Maguire's robotic. He
Yeah.
always will be robotic.
He
And
slows the game down too much.
like once someone said to me, he turns like a boat. He's slow and this and that, and these definitely Heaven, Euro, and all that. The just quick looks, the turns, because it's three at the back, isn't it? So you're swinging the ball from one end to each other. So to do it fast, I don't know. With Maguire, it's becomes slower. It does. He's robotic. He's not that quick. Executing things. He's good. All
Amarim has
right.
seemed to stumble on that Euro Delict Mazrari back three, but I really like it, It's really like fluid and like energetic, like, and there's like IQ in that back three. With
Yeah.
Maguire, it's just a bag of nerves at times. Although he's been like more confident recently, but no, I don't think Maguire is the future in that back three.
No, of course he's not. His age, everything is not. No chance. It will be Legit, Legit, and now there's Heaven. There's that Euro.
Damn.
So you think but they've signed another contract, haven't they? With Maguire. 1 year, haven't they?
I thought, yeah, we got at least a
No,
season.
it was an
What?
extension on his contract.
Yeah,
It
so
was an
he's
extension of his 1 year.
yeah,
So
so he's
basically,
playing there.
he has one
He's
more year to. Yeah, but
the thing
apparently
is,
somebody. Go ahead. What
Amorim
did
will
you say?
want him around. Amorim will want Maguire around though because he's he's
As
got
a backup?
captain status. He'll give him another. He's got captain status and all that, and at Sporting that's Coates. Do you guys remember Coates, the Uruguayan?
The name sounds familiar. Quartet.
He played for Liverpool and Sunderland. Uruguayan Coates. While he left the English scene and he went to play for Sporting, and he ended up being the captain there, a bit of a legend, played into his late, still playing, well, he's gone back to South America. But Ruben Amorim used him as sort of what I think he's going to use Maguire as, you know, a figurehead, you know, in the squad. He was a captain, England international, blah, blah, blah. He can be still useful at the back. Yeah, can be useful. So he'll use him as that. Age, so he has got experience because them guys are young. Yoro's young, he's a teenager. Heaven's young, he's a teenager. You feel me? Even Legit's a young guy. So you know.
Yeah, but I don't think they're gonna keep him longer than his contract.
Yeah,
Since
I agree.
his contract expires next year, I'm sure sometime either summer transfer or January transfer, they'll find
only
something to replace
The only
him.
thing that can change that opinion, Doctor, is if he puts in sensational performances and gets them headers in from them corners. They'll, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, they would, but you know, you'll have to be doing that.
Yeah.
Because he's a goal scoring centre back, isn't he, Maguire?
Yeah.
You know, he has got that attribute, so he gets up there. But you would have to be doing that quite a few
He's
matches.
a goal scoring and goal preventing centre back, and own goal inducing as well. Like Maguire's
He's got some own goals, has he? Yeah, so
he's gone through it. But you know, it's funny because like he had a phase where I thought his footballing career was done, and then he revived it. He's got a strong mentality. One thing I can forever like respect about him is his mentality. Thick skin.
Is he on there?
He was up
Yeah,
there, you
Maguire's
know.
all
Like they did a Twitter, I don't know, media's like case study search about the most abused players in
But
social
what
media.
was his mentality when he was captain of the football club? I didn't see no mentality there.
There at
I
that
feel like
moment,
he's got weak mentality, if
that's different.
anything.
That's form, and
No,
like mentality comes actually as a test
You
of
have
like
to have
football.
mentality to
no.
be
The thing
captain of
is,
Man
Mitch.
United.
No,
Listen,
the thing is, Mitch, nobody wanted that captaincy. They tried
no,
giving it to every single person, Rashford, so he was the only one that stepped up. So I
yeah,
respect the fact that he stepped up. Maybe he wasn't the right person at the right time, but
yeah.
he took it. He didn't
Hold on
have
a
to
minute. Did
take
he
it. He could have
nominate
said no.
himself? Did he
No,
nominate
because
himself?
he didn't. He didn't. I
I
think
thought it
every
was
other
Oli that
person.
said,
You just
"Maguire, I want you to be the captain." I thought it was Oli.
From what I understand, every other person they asked to take the captaincy thing said no.
Yeah, it's a
From
hard
what I understand.
responsibility.
So
So,
it's like,
so they were playing pass the potato with the captain.
yeah.
No.
Because isn't there, technically, if we're thinking about it, De Gea was supposed to be the captain.
Yeah.
If we think about it.
And
If we
then,
go by longest, but why wasn't he the captain?
fact.
yeah,
Rashford.
maybe I thought they said it's because
He
they
was
said
a
something
foreign
about his
player.
English.
Pardon?
They
He's
said
a
something
foreign player.
about him being you know, like not so comfortable in English.
Who, De Gea?
Yeah,
He
I
speaks,
thought
the
I
guy's,
thought
from what?
he speaks fluent
He
English.
speaks, the guy has been in
Speaks
Manchester
good
for 10
English.
years. How are you not
No, I
fluent
just
in
heard a
English?
conversation. I think it was in a Twitter space or something where somebody said, "Oh no, it's because of his English." That's why I was like, "But
That's,
you know,
no, I doubt
or
that.
maybe they meant that they wanted somebody who is English, maybe of nationality of I don't know. I think maybe that's what they might have been alluding to. But yeah,
Maybe they want a better communicator.
but
Like
but you know, like yes, doctor is saying, experience wise, everything, all the fingers were pointing towards the hair, and he did wear it a few times. I've seen him wear it.
Yeah, but like
But he was
you're
like,
supposed to wear it all the time, not a few times.
yeah. But I bet if we were doing what Man City used or do with the captaincy sometimes, where everybody votes, then he probably would have got it. But
Who
Um,
would he's technically Harry Maguire was a new guy because when he
yeah,
come to United, 2018, 19 or something like that.
yeah.
When did he come to United? The year before Bruno did, right?
Maguire was, yeah, I think it was 17, 18, probably
After
18.
Leicester City won
Yeah,
the Prem, so
yeah.
like he got the captaincy when 2019, 2020, right? Or
Yes,
something like
yes,
that.
yes.
The- whoever made that decision, wrong decision. I really feel like it's it's
Who do you
it's
think
it's,
should
it's
have been?
okay
Who
to
do you
give
think
him.
should have been?
Pardon?
Who do you think should have been then at the time? Do you
The
think?
hair, the hair. I would have given, even I would have pushed it on him. I'm sorry, the hair. You came up with the best of the best. You
So I
should have
see what
known.
you mean now, bots. They don't want to give it to De Gea because he's linguistic sort of
No, but
issues. Yeah,
Yeah, they
yeah,
said he was
yeah,
that is
speaking
quote
that's
unquote. Yeah,
that
he
is
can't say it
which
wrong.
is wrong because I think like I've heard him speak in
He's
an
not.
interview in English and he
Yeah.
speaks really
he's
fluent.
Maybe
fine. He
ain't that
speaks
guy
good
where he's
English.
vocal. Maybe ain't that guy where he's vocal, so to speak. You know what I mean? Because you got to put the troops together and give him a bit of a G up, haven't you? Maybe
Yeah.
ain't that guy. Some guys aren't, I suppose.
Hmm.
So, and plus,
But
Sometimes you have to train
it's kind of
someone.
rare to see a new player go into a club and just become captain. Usually, a captain is a player who's been at a club for like a long time, right? But Maguire just came in and they put all that pressure on him,
it's
and he was
normally
Yeah,
a big
that or
money
he's the
signing.
best
So
player.
like,
It's normally that or he's the best player. It's one or the other, isn't it? Normally, he's either the best player. It's like for Portugal. I never wanted Ronaldo to be the
the
captain. Yeah,
captain. Yeah,
no, no chance. But they gave it to him because of his status, his la la la.
So
No, I wanted him just to do his thing. Yeah, not all the this and that, and someone at the back be a captain, like a
yeah.
more, you know,
You,
a Mortinho, for instance. That was at Wolves. I would have given it someone to him like that, or anybody but Ronaldo, because he's already got enough attention and stuff and
yeah.
stuff that is too much, and he's not a good captain because of his
You
antics.
you know what so this article that I just looked up on the Man United website, it sort of gives us the context that so when Ashley Young left to Milan to Inter, like he there was that void, right? And of who's gonna be captain. And at that moment, like when
Uh,
after Ashley Young left, De Gea, Twanzebe, Matic, and Rashford had become like captain of this day of the team for the for the day type of thing, and Jesse Lingard as well had also stepped out to be to wear the armband. But Ollie said, yeah, even though Maguire is new, he's come in. Everything about him tells me he's a leader. He's part of the group that we've had that has been leading this young group. And he said, Marcus is a young lad, but also David. So Harry will keep on wearing the armband now. It's funny. He just says, Marcus is a young lad, but also David, and he wanted to say something about David De Gea, but
wait,
then,
this football club was actually considering of making Marcus Rashford captain.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what Oli
Hey,
was.
but
This is
can I
a
say something
quote
before?
from Oli. You
Can I
know.
say something important before you
Yeah,
continue? Sorry.
yeah, yeah.
You might be captain. You might have to manage the team tonight, just to let you know.
Oh yeah. Speaking of
Yeah,
captaincy, okay. That's
yeah. You feel me? So I didn't really switch it, but but yeah. But
okay.
I don't know if I'm playing just yet, but it might be in like 30 minutes.
Oh, okay. Well, in that way, then we should conclude the stream, and so that yeah, can get some quick little exercise time, stretch time. But anyway, guys, what a lovely conversation. Even though we were here watching Villarreal versus Real Madrid, and yeah, Real Madrid won 2-1. Compliments of I think Mbappe scored, and who was the other goal scorer? It was Mbappe on both.
both. He got a double. Yeah,
It was
Yeah,
Mbappe
Mbappe's
and
great.
Mbappe.
double. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
second one was nice. Very nice goal. The second
yeah,
one.
yeah. So easily man of the match is Mbappe. Very impactful player for Real Madrid today, and it looks like he's really arrived. I think he's actually in terms of top goals, like he's right behind Lewandowski, if not his. Yeah, because Lewa was on 21, if I'm not mistaken. So it's
The man's one got a fatter and the other way.
yeah. So anyway, big up
It's a
to
big game with Atletico Barcelona this weekend. That's a big
Atletico
game, quite a good game.
Barcelona.
I think it's
Oh,
tomorrow. I think.
well,
Yeah, it
tomorrow
is.
we'll obviously be here for Leicester City, Man United, and Atletico Barcelona happens. Kickoff is an hour after we kick off, so we'll see the ending of that, I guess.
Oh, it's tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll be celebrating 3 points from Leicester City there. So
We'll
yeah,
be having some Walker's crisps. Yeah. Eating some
right,
Walker's crisps.
right,
Their
right.
sponsors.
That would be nice.
Gary Lineker will be crying tomorrow.
That would be
Gary
nice.
We seem
Lineker.
to play Leicester every bloody week. Like, what's going on?
Mm.
See you later, everyone. Thank you
All
for
right.
having me on, Caps. All the best. Peace.
Always a pleasure to
Peace.
have
Yeah.
Big
you.
up.
Big up,
Sorry
big
to
up.
cut the conversation short. Like,
No. We've hit the 2 hour mark of the chill along, so it was winding down anyway. So big up yourself. Shout out to Dr.
the
Mitch as
I'll
well.
see you in a bit. Though I'm gonna run to the
Yeah,
store.
Papi, thanks for having me on, bro.
Of course, my pleasure. Shout out, and peace, Doctor. Feel better.
Bye.
We haven't actually got an update on your health. You good now?
Well, we're not gonna go into it. That's all.
All
I'm
right.
saying. I'm living day by day. Trust
Day
me.
by day. That's all we can ask. All right. Feel better. Rest up. Take care of yourself. You know the formula how to fix yourself. So, like me telling a mechanic, yeah, check the oil. I don't know. Anyway, shout out to everybody that's hit the like button and that's been contributing to the conversation. It drifted to many, obviously, a lot of us in here are Man United fans. So naturally, we will always talk Man United, even though we're like enjoying a different league, different competition, and different teams that we, yeah, don't watch on a regular. So anyway, big up yourself. See you guys very soon. Thank you to Esco for gifting a membership. By the way, you are a legend, Esco. Today was sponsored by Esco. And Stephanie was saying, will you give Bruno the number 7? That was a very good question that I think we will continue a discussion later. We got to talk about that. Yeah, very, very big question there. And Martin Zubamendi to Arsenal is a very advanced stage, and the feeling inside the club is that he will join this summer. Arsenal making moves, Chelsea making moves, and Man United.
And this is totally crap.
Listen.